It's a tried and true tool in your recovery toolbox. Imitation. This is Beth Wee in the Koinonia Kitchen with Lee Kimball. And Lee, I want to talk about imitation. It sounds like a strange word, but it allows people to try out new behaviors, new language, new ideas to see if they will help them on their 12-step journey. Imitation. What do you think about that word?
Well, it's like going into a dressing room.
Oh.
And try it on. See if it fits.
Oh, that's a great way to say it. I learned early to look for people who have overcome the obstacles that I see in my own path, and then imitate them. How are some ways you can do that?
Well, for one is communication. Ask, very, very simply, but, get into relationship. You had once said that, if we were speaking about my relationship with God, but when I met my wife and I wanted to have a relationship, what did I do? I spent time with her.
Right.
So spending time in a 12-step in a 12-step situation, be in the meetings, and watch and see people. How are they behaving?
I know one of the questions I asked a person a long time ago, I said, how many meetings do you go to a week? Because this person was so calm and self-assured. I thought, is it just because she's old? Or is it, how did she get so calm and self-assured? So one of the questions I said is, how many meetings do you go to a week? And you know what, Lee? She knew exactly. She didn't go, oh, well, some weeks I do this. And she says, oh, I need at least 5 meetings a week. She answered just, boom. Oh, I need at least 5 meetings a week. And I said, really? And she said, yes. And I said, wow, haven't you been coming to 12-step for years? And she said, yep. And I need 5 meetings a week. I'll always remember that. She didn't hem and haw at all.
And that's a personal thing, too, because I've known people that I knew this one fellow that would say, well, I need 4 meetings a week, but I'm not sure which 4.
So I go every day.
So I go every day. And then I've known other people that would 2 meetings a week would suffice for them. I do know that when people are earlier in the recovery process, more is better.
Yeah.
More is better.
Well, that's why I asked her, because she had been around for a long time, but I wanted what she had.
Yeah.
I wanted to imitate her. So I knew right off the bat, from the get-go, 5 meetings a week is the minimum. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I thought anyway. And what are some other questions you might ask?
Well, one of the key parts is going through the 12 steps. Okay. I've heard it said that one of the definitions of insanity is being in a 12-step program and not doing the 12 steps.
That's a good definition.
Okay, so a question could be, have you been through the steps? Do you continue to go through the steps? Do you live the steps?
Did you go through the steps formally?
Yes.
Did you go, I've heard of AWOL groups. I've heard of step study meetings. I've heard on one-on-one working the steps. So how many times have you been through the steps? That's a great question, Lee.
And there are different experiences, because I know people that have been through the 12 steps and then they say they maintain themselves with the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th step. Then I also know many people that, and it's actually in their literature, since it's the beginning of a lifetime process, that go through the 12 steps on a regular basis. I have one dear friend that does it once a year. So it's so
the person that you're imitating, see what they do.
And see what they get.
Just say, what did you do? How do you do it? How do you maintain what I want? And I see that you have what I want. How do you maintain it?
And I know that the people that go through them on a regular basis, on a formal basis, are attractive to me. And when I say attractive to me, the old I want what they have. I like what I see in them in the way they're living.
I'd like to imitate it.
I'd like to emulate their life.
I gotcha. So I think another question would be about the sponsorship element. Like, who helps you with your program? So when I see somebody who is, like I said about that woman, she was self-assured, she was calm, and I asked her about her sponsor interaction. How often do you meet? Would you meet with your sponsor? Do you just talk to her? Do you only call her if you have a problem? Do you work steps with your sponsor? I asked all these different questions because I wanted to know what she did, because what she had was, again,
attractive.
Yeah, it was attractive. I wanted to emulate it. I wanted to imitate it.
Well, that old saying, if you want what we have, do what we do.
Yeah. Well, that pretty much ties it up. So look around. Who has what you want? And then imitate. They say that imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Nobody will be upset if you go up to them and say, help me know how you have arrived at the place that you are in your life, because I like it and I hope to get there one day. Imitation. It's time to take addiction out of the shadows and shine the encouraging light of recovery on everyone affected. Good Seed Podcast is powered by BethWE.com, a nonprofit ministry based in Vero Beach, Florida. We'll start the uncomfortable conversations that turn despair into hope and complacency into action. Connect, communicate, and thrive with us. Check us out online at BethWE.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again soon.